Hello friends, how are you doing? My name is Prasanna Gadkari and today I am going to cover one of the important videos that describe how to do a warm-up before and after sketching. This warm-up is important because it frees up your hands and allows you to draw more straighter lines and more accurate circles. This is very important, especially in Part B of SEED and in NID entrance exam, and forms the basis of almost everything that you will be drawing in these examinations. So let us begin. So let me show you what is the significance of the warm-up exercise. Now this is one of the example sketches you see over here. It is composed of mainly four parts. The first part is the vertical line, the second are the horizontal line, the third are the ellipses, and the fourth are curved lines. So if you practice for all of these, you will get a very good practice of warm-up. Let me show you what are the exercises you can do to get a good warm-up. Take a fresh sheet of paper. It need not be always a plain paper, but for this example, I am going to use a simple printer paper. But you can practice this on newspaper because your sketches are disposable, and I am going to use a simple HB pencil for this. So let me show you the exercise number 1, which is the horizontal line. So now just put 2 points on the paper, and between these points try to get a straight line. First practice in the air and just draw a straight line. You can see that this is a straight line, and while doing this make sure that you don't do any wrist movements but try to move your entire arm while sketching. Let me do that again for you. It's a fairly straight line and maybe a longer one. So you can practice in the air first and then simply draw a straight line. And you can see these are fairly straight lines. Similar principle applies if you have slightly inclined lines. I'm rotating the paper because it is easier that way. You can have your own preference, and maybe you can have another line like this. That's why it's important to practice in the air first. So maybe another line, and remember these are warm-up exercise. This will loosen your arm up. See, this is a fairly straight line between these 2 points. Now going to the second exercise, which are the vertical lines. However, before doing this exercise, I still prefer this method of drawing vertical line, that rotating the paper and drawing the straight line between these two vertical points. However, by rotating the paper, I am actually making it horizontal, and when I tilt it, it is actually a vertical straight line. But let me show you this technique which many people prefer. So I am going to do this. This is slightly difficult, but if you do it properly, you'll get a nice vertical straight line. 1, 2, I'm drawing in the air, still I'm not feeling confident. 3 and 4. Well, it's a fairly vertical straight line. You can practice this a number of times with different grips. Some people prefer this grip. I don't know why some people prefer this grip, but well, you can try it with this as well. um, I'm not familiar with this style, but well, this is the second warm-up exercise. The third one is essentially circles. Circles are fairly easy to draw. Just keep your arm vertical, hold your pencil vertical if needed, hold it horizontal, whatever is comfortable for you. Then simply do a few warm-up kind of circles in the air before you actually touch your paper on the. There you go, a good circle. You can do it multiple number of times. Another one, another one. Let's make a slightly smaller circle over here. You can see that the circles are fairly nice and circular. Maybe I can draw one more, a small one over here. Yeah, see, because you are like in some different flow, you sometimes find it difficult to draw different shapes of circle. Maybe different sizes of circle, not the shapes. There you go. They are fairly good way to draw a circle. Next comes the third part, or the part after this, the ellipses. So the fourth exercise is the ellipses. So the lines make up one part, the circles and the ellipses is actually the third part, but let me show you this part as well. So as you can see over here, I am going to actually, when you draw ellipses, like for example in this figure, what are you going to do is you are going to have a horizontal line, a vertical line, and like the place where you have a constraint for the ellipse. These are called major and minor axis, but we don't need to go into that. So what we do for ellipses is first draw a horizontal line like this, and we have these bounds. We try to locate the midpoint somewhat like this. Then we have small vertical line, this. So this forms a bound for the ellipse. And for shapes which you are going to draw, these bounds are really important. Now what you do for the ellipse, you follow the same technique as you followed for the circle, and you try to practice yourself in the air now, but you can do it slowly in the first, like whoop whoop. No, I'm still exceeding over here, so I'll like move very carefully like this. No, I'm falling short, so you have to train your eye and your hand. Draw really faint line if you feel it's necessary, but try not to do that. You can draw in two pieces if you want, but the best way is to draw in a nice single sweep. So you see this ellipse did not come out too well. Again, it's very faint, so I'm not really bothering about that. You can do it like this. Sometimes I prefer this technique, so like this, and then below like this. So you can see this is a fairly elliptical ellipse. Some people prefer not to use the bounds or something, they will simply do this. But this requires, though the ellipse is good, I don't really know whether it cuts the bounds or not, and which is sometimes tricky. So I suggest you not to do this, but follow the bounds, like maybe these, maybe a vertical line over here. Let me draw it again. Maybe a few of them. They are very useful, especially if you are applying for automotive branch. You can see that wheels and other sections will be fairly in this form. I'll draw a vertical ellipse as well, just to demonstrate. This is a very badly drawn ellipse, that's why you draw bonds. So with a vertical line, maybe a very quickly, and because these exercises are disposable, you don't have to do it in a very keen way, but you can see that you can actually practice a bit and you'll get very fairly good ellipses. So once you have this, you can overlap the lines, and once more, see, this is not a perfect ellipse, but you'll get it. So another way is to do this a number of times till you get a very good ellipse, till you are satisfied, and you will find somewhere your hidden ellipse inside there. You can just darken it and you will get a very good ellipse over here. So this is like a fairly good ellipse which I got in the end. The fifth exercise is fairly simple. What you have to do is you have to practice the shading. So let me show you a very simple way of shading. Draw a box first and begin in the upper left hand corner. You can begin in any corner you wish, and then start with light hand, very light hand, and gradually increase the pressure. Try not to go outside the line, and as you come down you will see that there is a small gradient over here. I will do that again. The gradient was not as I desired it to be, but then again I am doing a warm up, so I need not bother so much about it. I will put a lot of pressure on my pencil, and you see in the end you'll get a good gradient. So this is a simple way of practicing sketch shading. And the sixth one, the final one, is nothing but boxes. These are really fast warm-up exercises in perspective, of course, so your eye gets trained for the perspective. So you see I'm drawing a very simple box here. I'm just trying to get a good judgment, and I'm using the same principle I used here of getting all the boxes in place. And maybe I will try to even shade it to extend to combine all of the previous things I have learned. And because I am getting, so you can see I have like shaded it a bit, maybe on top as well, and I'll begin shading from here. And I'm just doing a representative shading out here. It's actually hatching. You can draw a number of boxes as you wish, the old school methods. So this is how you draw, but it would be nice if you can draw boxes that are very similar, like with a nice lines around it. So you see, once you do this kind of warm-up exercises, your hand gets loosened up and you can draw sketches that are more relevant for you. So make sure that you do all the warm-up exercises, and you get all the necessary warm-up. So let me know what you feel about this particular video in the comments below, and hope you enjoyed it, and hope you have a great day ahead. Thank you.